Boys, today we are back, and in today's video I'm going to be going over highlights from UFC Media Day for UFC 326, and some stuff came out, and I want to just go over it. First off, let's just start with this, starting Media Day off strong with Charles, and as you can see in this picture here, I'm going to zoom in on it. You can see Charles Oliveira's shorts now have yellow on them. His name is now in yellow instead of white. People saying like, how do you even notice this? Like, I'm a Charles Glazer, bro. I know when things are different. He has yellow writing on his shorts now, and I'm not sure if that's because of the yellow for Brazil and yellow for like his old shorts that he used to wear and shit like that, or if it's like gold and mimicking gold for like the BMF title, which he doesn't have a title, so I'm not sure. And on Holloway shorts, I didn't see that either, so maybe this was just a change, like they changed Poeton shorts to like an all red. Half of it was an all red design, so I like this change. Oliveira, you can see, has now yellow on his shorts, and we look ready, bro. We look in great shape. The new tattoos are hitting, and yeah, we just look ready. This is an amazing picture, starting Media Day off strong. Moving on, they did this promotional tactic like they did with UFC 324. Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett did this, and now we get Charles Oliveira versus Max Holloway facing off like this. Obviously this one was a little more respectful. Gaethje and Paddy did have not a lot of bad blood, but I feel like they didn't really like each other at the end of the day. These two guys are respectful of each other. They both respect each other. They both like each other as fighters. So yeah, this was a little interesting to see. They made them do it twice. This was the first time, and then they kind of like embraced, and then Holloway like backed out and said, well, this isn't awkward. And Charles, shared a little sneaky smile. Beautiful smile on my goat, by the way. No pause. But yeah, they did this shit. It says, okay, body language experts, what do you see? And I see Kenny Okoye doing this shit all the time, and it's fucking hilarious. But yeah, look at Max, bro. He's all like hunched over and shit. This is like Gaethje when Gaethje was stood up straight and Paddy was hunched over. We are the Gaethje in this situation, so I think we're gonna win this. Look at our posture, bro. Our posture is just amazing. And I don't know what the fuck Max is doing with his fucking, bro. His neck is like just fucking pointed out all the way. Anyway. Yeah, these two face off. You can see the yellow writing on the shorts better here. I think that gives it a nice little touch. I missed the yellow shorts, but I am a fan of the new shorts. We obviously got a win versus Michael Chandler in them. We lost to Topuria, and then we beat Gamrot. So we're 2-1 in the new shorts, about to be 3-1 because I do think we are winning this fight. I'm dropping that video tomorrow on how I think Charles Oliveira will win. So yeah, they faced off like this. Nothing bad here. Like I said, if they do, I made a video about this. If they do this with two guys with bad blood, this isn't going to go well. Now, I don't think they will do that. I'm not sure why they didn't do it for UFC 325, but who knows? But if they do this for like a fucking, like an Ilya versus imagine Paddy won and they try to do this for Ilya versus Paddy, there's no way this would have happened. So I think this is only when they do this for when people are respectful of each other, and not everyone's going to get this type of promotion. So yeah, that happened. Moving on, Max Holloway. Look at this motherfucker, man. He says the main event, people are predicting the main event, they're all wrong, and he has tricks for Charles Oliveira, and he said that would be pretty BMF to submit the submission artist. Now, do I think that Max Holloway is going to try to submit Charles Oliveira? No, I think he's all talk. I genuinely think he's all talk. If he tries to submit Charles Oliveira, bro, that would be the easiest win in Charles's career. Max has no grappling. So I think he's going to stay far away from the grappling with Charles. He's been saying this a lot, though, so genuinely, I think Max might do it. If he tries to grapple Charles, oh my God. There's no way, right? There's no way Max Holloway can be this dumb. Like, there's no way. I don't think this is going to happen. I think he's just trying to promote the fight. But if he genuinely tries to grapple Charles, we're winning in the first round. If he tries to grapple in the first round, we're winning. And I'm a realist. If fucking Max Holloway points down, I don't want Charles to do that shit. But Charles said he would, and I do believe him, but I don't want him to do that. I think Charles would fucking, I don't want to put that fucking bad juju out of the air, but you know what would fucking probably happen if Max and Charles did that fucking point to the ground shit. Maybe we land an elbow like we landed on Topuria, and slime out Max, because Max has a worse chin than Topuria. Yes, I said it. Topuria's chin is fucking uncrackable. But yeah, this would be actually cinema if Max Oliveira, it's late. If Max Holloway went out there and tried to grapple with Charles, this is obviously a terrible idea. Max Holloway should not do this if he wants to win. But since Charles is my GOAT, since I want Charles to win, I hope that he stays true to his word. You're a man of your word. So don't go back on this and try to grapple with us. All right, moving on. Charles Oliveira says he isn't ruling out a return to featherweight. Now this is crazy. I love my GOAT, but this is crazy. I'm a realist, so I'm genuine. When I call fucking shit crazy, this is crazy. Charles Oliveira says, I don't know if it was a dream I had or just something from my imagination. I win the BMF belt now. I fight for the lightweight title at the end of the year. Then I give up both belts and drop to 145 for the belt. I don't know if I was dreaming or just going crazy. I don't know. We'll see. This is insane. Charles, we struggle very heavily to make 155, all right? 155 is not an easy cut for us. And going back down to 145 would just, I don't know. That would he's got to be kidding, right? There's no way this is possible. Like, I'm kind of at a loss for words. I don't know how he thinks he can make 145. To be fair, his last few weight cuts, he has looked better on the scale. Earlier on at his 55 run, when he was like peak at his run, obviously he missed weight with Gaethje, but that was bullshit. That was by half a pound. That Arizona commission was just trying to get Gaethje a leg up. Like, prove me wrong. But like his fights with Dustin Poirier, I remember he looked drained. Michael Chandler first when he looked drained. So it's not an easy cut. So for him saying this to 145, I think he genuinely thinks he can make it. So I'm not sure why he would ever want to do this, why he would want to drain himself down to 145. Maybe because that was the division he once was in. And I think 170 is a little too big for Charles. I think 155 is the perfect weight class for him. So if he does move up to another division before he retires, I would say, like, I would prefer him go down to 145 because I think he slams out Volk easily with striking or with fucking grappling. And I think he beats a lot of guys at 145 just based off his, he is a big lightweight. So based off his grappling and his size, I think he could beat a lot of 145ers, but the cut down would just be insane. And if someone touches his chin at 145, it's over. So I don't want Charles to do this. I think this is a dumbass idea. Please don't be serious, Charles, because no one wants to see you back down at 145, all right? Moving on. This video, man. This video had me in almost fucking tears. Charles Oliveira was crying, and his father motivates him to get a victory against Max Holloway. Go watch this video if you haven't seen it. I'm not going to play it. I don't want to get like copyrighted or anything. But this video is fucking magical, man. This video is absolutely magical. Charles Oliveira's dad was like talking to him, was like encouraging him, motivating him for the fight. He was saying all this shit in Portuguese, and Charles was just bawling, man. And it's sad. I want to see a sad edit of this on TikTok before the fight. We'll like that, and then we'll go into the fight with motivation. Make a TikTok edit of this because this was an amazing video. It was sad as fuck. I genuinely shed a tear. I'm not even gonna cap when I first saw this. Charles's dad is the GOAT. And yeah, this was just sad, man. But I love the video. It's like a father-son duo. Charles has his entire family there, which fucking scares me because last time we saw his wife and kid there, he got slammed out by fucking Topuria. So the last time we fought in T-Mobile, we lost to Topuria. The last time we fought in T-Mobile before Topuria, we lost to Arman. But so I am nervous for that. He does have his whole family there, but this video is just powerful, man. It's absolutely powerful. Go watch it if you haven't already. I genuinely shed a tear watching this, man. I'm not going to play it, though. And lastly, last thing I'm going to talk about, Dana White said he is announcing the entire UFC White House card this week. The card's done, he said. So I think we might get this. I could see them announcing it at 326 in like a big way. I don't think this is going to be like a fucking IG fucking live Dana White announcement. I think at UFC 326, we're going to get, or like before the ceremonial weigh-in. I don't know. You know how they brought out Max and Charles and like surprised us with the 326 when they had that like seasonal press conference? I could see them doing something like that, where they bring in a bunch of guys and have a press conference for the White House card in Vegas. So I could see that maybe happening Thursday, Friday, or they just announce it. Dana White's there during the event at 326 between like the main card and the prelims. Ooh, on CBS, because from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. it's going to be on CBS. So maybe they do that, for try to get people, not big into the sport, just watching on linear CBS to tune into the White House. So I could see them doing that, announcing it during that time they are on CBS. So they've got some options on how they want to announce it. If this is just an IG live video, like genuinely fucking fire Dana White. Like seriously fire him. He doesn't belong in the sport anymore. He's genuinely intentionally ruining his company so he can do fucking Zuffa boxing bullshit. So if this is an IG live, we're rioting. Like genuinely, he needs to be fucking fired. This is the last straw. If the UFC White House card comes out on IG live video, it's done. Like we need a bigger announcement. We need a surprise press conference. We need something big at the event. We need something like that to announce the White House card. So if it's IG live, fuck Dana. My final prediction for the White House card: John Jones versus Alex Pereira main event. Co-main: Sean O'Malley, Corey Sandhagen, maybe? I don't know. Who fucking knows? But I think John and Alex will headline. And I think this is going to be a major event. I do think Alex beats John at this point in his career. John can barely fucking walk, but at the same time, John might be able to just fucking use that grappling that he has. He's a way better grappler than fucking Magomed Ankalaev, let's be real. So John Jones could get it done with the grappling, but I think Alex sparks him out and becomes, one of the GOATs, becomes the first 3-division champion at the White House. Yeah, I think it's going to be fucking insane. That fight is going to be fucking absolutely fucking cinema, so that's my prediction for the White House card. Let me know what you guys think of the UFC Media Day. What were your big takeaways from it? Please subscribe. Be on the lookout for the video tomorrow describing how Charles Oliveira is going to beat Max Holloway. It's going to be a banger video. It's going to get hella views when I'm fucking right. So please subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.